Hey there, Moon Manifestors. Welcome back to the Moon Manifesting Podcast. I'm Kyra Howearth, and I'm so happy that you're here today, tuning in to yourself and this moon wisdom that I'm sharing with you today. So in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you how to track the moon through your natal chart and why this is an important exercise. If you want to know more about yourself, your natal chart, astrology, then tracking the moon through your natal chart is a really powerful activity. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So in this episode, we're going to be covering exactly what it means when the moon is in your sun, moon, or rising sign. We're going to be looking at the houses in astrology. And we're also going to be talking about your natural cycles because, the moon cycle can really help us learn more about the natural cycles that we're all going through anyway. So, well, let's dive in. So your natal chart, if you've never had a look at your natal chart before, I recommend that you go to astro.com or just Google it. There's a lot of websites out there now that have that software that enables you to bring up a free astrology chart. It's never been easier to see what the stars have to share with you. So if you don't have a natal chart already, hit pause, go do that now, and then come back with your natal chart. So with your natal chart, it's pretty much just a snapshot of where the planets were at the time that you were born. So we can understand our natal chart on a really beautiful level when we track the moon going through her cycle, her 28-ish day cycle around the zodiacs. So, it only takes about 28 days for the moon to go right around your natal chart. So throughout that time, the moon's going to be hitting all of your natal planets, wherever they are in your chart. It's going to be moving through all 12 of your houses. So it allows you to understand the energy of your natal chart and what that looks like, how that shows up in your life, how it feels. So this is a really cool activity to do. Just start off by seeing where the moon is today and, seeing where that is on your chart. And keep checking in with it each day, understanding like when the moon's going to meet up with your different planets, when it's going to cross into different houses. So an easy way that you can do this is download the free Moon Manifesting Calendar. It's in the show notes below. The Moon Manifesting Calendar shows you exactly what phase and what sign the moon is in each day, as well as giving you a little prompt about how to use that lunar energy. So that can be a really helpful guide, and using that in combination with your natal chart can help you go deeper into that energy and what that means for you. So as you're tracking the moon through your natal chart, you may wonder, what does it mean when the moon goes into your sun sign? So for example, I'm a Gemini sun. So when the moon goes into Gemini, that's what I'm talking about now. So whatever your sun sign is, what does it mean when the moon goes through that zodiac sign? So what that means is that like the sun symbolizes our self-expression, our self-awareness. The moon is all about our feelings and our emotions. So when the moon is moving through our sun sign, it's really helping us feel like ourselves. We're feeling really aware of ourselves. We're probably feeling quite confident. We have that good self-expression during that time as well. So it can be a really positive experience when the moon goes through your sun sign. So your moon sign, your natal moon sign, wherever the moon was when you were born, when the moon goes through your moon sign, we're really feeling the feels. Remember, the moon is about our feelings, our emotions. It's even about like our intuition as well. So when the moon goes through our moon sign, then this is a time when you may be feeling quite good. You may be feeling quite secure. You might be feeling quite emotionally stable. So this is another quite positive time during the moon cycle where you're generally going to be feeling good. Depending on what your natal moon sign is, that could, kind of throw that out. I guess if your moon is a water sign, you might be feeling particularly emotional or intuitive when the moon's through your natal moon sign. But yeah, generally, it's the time that we feel good. So then when the moon goes through our rising sign or our ascendant sign, our rising sign is all about who we act like our appearance, how we dress, who we're trying to be, kind of like, not that we are trying to be anyone apart from ourselves, but one way to describe it is that our rising sign is like the mask of who we are trying to be. And when the moon is going through your rising sign, then that's often when we're feeling, we're probably feeling like we look quite good. We're feeling quite in touch with that persona of who we feel like we should be or who we want to be. We're feeling quite, confident about ourselves and who we are. So generally when the moon is in your sun, moon or rising signs, it's all quite a positive time where you're going to be feeling quite good about yourself and feeling quite good about life. And depending on where your other natal planets are on your chart, when the moon is moving through those signs, it's going to be sparking those energies as well. So for example, looking at where Saturn is on your chart, when the moon is moving through whatever sign your Saturn is in, then you're probably going to be feeling quite self-disciplined during that time. When the moon is moving through your Mars sign, wherever Mars is on your natal chart, then you'll probably be feeling quite energized or driven or enthusiastic. Looking at the different energies that are showing up on your chart, you can just use the moon as a guide for knowing how you're going to be feeling throughout the moon cycle, knowing how you're going to be feeling throughout the month. So as you're tracking the moon through your natal chart, you'll be looking at the houses. And if you've never really looked at your natal chart before, then the houses might be a bit foreign to you. The house systems in astrology, the houses just describe the area of your life that this energy shows up. So the first house is to do with your identity. The second house is to do with your goals and values. The third house is to do with your connections and communications. Fourth house is to do with your home and family life. The fifth house is to do with creativity and play. The sixth house is to do with health, routines, and daily work. The seventh house is to do with relationships. The eighth house is to do with business and making money. The ninth house is to do with travel and education. The 10th house is to do with career and legacy. The 11th house is to do with community. And the 12th house is to do with rest and finding a deeper purpose to your life, spirituality there. So looking at the moon as it moves through those houses, then you're probably going to be able to pick up on which area of your life is going to be in your emotional focus for those few days that the moon is moving through that house. So when the moon is moving through your first house, for example, you're going to be feeling more in tune with your appearance, with your identity, who you're showing up as. But when the moon is moving through your seventh house, then you might be feeling yourself more drawn to your relationships and spending more quality time with your loved ones. Understanding what houses the moon is in as it moves through your natal chart can just help you understand the best days for certain activities. So like I said, when the moon is in your seventh house, that's a really good time for going out on a date with your spouse or your partner. But when the moon is in your 12th house, that is a really good time for just taking a break. Have a sick day off work, or spend a good hour in a yin yoga session or something else that's just going to allow you to take a break and rest and recover. So yeah, using the house systems can really just help you understand where your focus is going to be naturally in your life so that you can plan your life accordingly. So with that being said, we also have our own natural cycles, and following the moon through your natal chart can help you understand more about those natural cycles in your life. You may find by tracking the moon through your natal chart, you may find some correlation there between your menstrual cycle. You may find some links there between your energy. You may find that there's times when the moon is moving through certain signs that you're feeling more energized, and other times when you're just feeling like crap. Moon in Pisces or moon in Cancer can really make us feel a bit more sensitive, and we just want to hibernate a bit during those times. So understanding the moon cycle and seeing how that fits into how you're feeling or what's going on in your body, that can just really take your awareness of yourself to a much deeper level. So don't forget, if you want to download my free moon manifesting calendar to understand more about how to work with the moon to manifest your goals, it's down there in the show notes below. Click through and download that for free. My gift to you, my loves. So thank you so much for joining me in today's episode of the Moon Manifesting Podcast. I hope that this was really enlightening for how you can use your natal chart to understand more about who you are, to understand more about the timing of things in your life, and to really just make some improvements, make some tweaks. Maybe it's, dedicating a weekend away and just having a vacation because the moon's going to be moving through your 12th house. Or, maybe it's about, looking out for when the moon is moving through your sun sign, and that's that's just going to be a time when you're feeling more confident. So I'd love to know, what are your takeaways from today's episode? Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. I always love hearing your insights from the podcast. And yeah, stay magical, stay manifesting, and stay tuned. I will be speaking with you again real soon. Bye for now.